Hi, this is Dan from MographCandy.com, and today we're just going to do a quick overview of the hair module and specifically how you can use selection sets to localize where you want the hair to be on any object in Cinema 4D. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is go into your content browser and go into Prime, Humans, and load Fred into the scene. We'll use Fred. We're going to add some hair to him. I'm going to just turn him around like this, kind of frame him up. Using these controls up here so you can see I'm panning and zooming. You can also use 1, 2, 3 on the keyboard or your mouse functions as well. Okay, perfect. Next thing we want to do, go back over here, turn off the hyperNerbs on Fred, and add a camera to the scene. Now the camera's locked to that view. With the camera turned off, now I can move around and see Fred's head. I'm going to go to Display, Grudge, Shading Line so I can see my polygons. Go into polygon mode, go to the Live Selection tool, and open up the Fred hierarchy, select the body mesh, start selecting these polygons. Perfect. Now, with those polygons selected, go up to Simulate, Hair Objects, Add Hair. And suddenly, you have hair guides in the scene. I'm going to drag this to the bottom of the hierarchy. With the hair object selected, go into Guides and change the length to 7. Go into Hairs and change the count to about 10,000, double the default. There we go, 10. Fill hairs, just turn them on, leave it at the default for now. Let's go ahead and render and see what we got. That's pretty rough. That doesn't look like hair at all. Let's make some adjustments to the hair material. Go ahead and double click to bring up the hair material to bring up the material editor. Straight off the bat, I know I want my color of my hair to be red, so I'm going to go ahead and just change that to a nice red. Click OK. I'm going to drag this slider right here because this is a gradient. This is going to be the root of the color. I don't really want to see it much, just probably right about there. I'm going to go into thickness, and the default thickness for working with this model isn't really working for us. It was really thick, so change the root to 0.01 and the tip to 0.01. That'll make it very, very thin. The next thing you want to do is turn on frizz, kink, and curl. These options are actually what makes hair look really like hair. In frizz, go ahead and change the frizz down to 30 to get started. Kink down to 20. You don't have to be too high with these. In curl, I'm just going to do very little. Change it to like 2 degrees with 20% amount. Alright, double check the thickness here. That looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and hit render and see what happens. Okay, well that looks a lot better than our original default. But as you can see with the Cinema 4D default lighting, it's very flat. So let's go hit Command B, bring up render settings, go into your options, turn off the default light. Next, go up to your lights, add an area light. I'm going to go ahead and raise this up to just above Fred's head. I'm going to pull out of this view so I can see what I'm doing more. I'm going to hit R on the keyboard, rotate the light. I'm going to make it look like he's standing under a fluorescent. So under the Details tab, I'm just going to narrow this down to be more like a Kino flow or a fluorescent light. Let's see what we got here. That's a good start. I'm going to change the color of that light and general settings to just be slightly off-white towards the greens. Alright. Next, I'm going to turn on shadows to area. Hair is very dependent on shadows to really give it the hair look. I'm going to go ahead and hit render right now and see what we get. Takes a few seconds to render. It's not too bad. And there you have it. Right away, we've got some really good looking hair for a mohawk. I'm going to make a couple adjustments to the hair material. Double click on it, go into specular, turn that way down to about 10. And then in the light, I'm going to go into coordinates. I'm going to back that light up. Let's pull out of there. See how that light, oops, undo. It's moving back and forward, back and forward. I'm going to move that back so it's more behind his head, probably about no more than 20. I'll leave it there. And then I'm going to rotate it just a hair. Let's look at this. Okay. Go back into our view, hit render. Just takes a second. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the hypernerves back on, Fred. Turn the subdivisions up to 3 each. I'm going to hit B to bring up, Command B to bring up my render settings. Go to anti-aliasing, turn on best, hit render one more time. There you have it, the basics of hair. We could actually, this is looking a little bit dark right here. What we can do is just bring that light maybe a little bit more forward, a little bit back. Let's hit render one more time, see what we get. There you have it. It's looking very good. I like the way it looks. I'm going to double click on the hair material. As you can see, you're very dependent on frizz, kink, and curl. You can play with these settings and the variation to just get the look you want, and all kinds of different things will happen. Let's just change the frizz to 88% and render, see what it looks like. Give it a second here. And there you have it. Mohawk looks a lot more frizzy. Just one tip, if you're going to take this into Photoshop or whatever, and you keep on getting all the, you like what it looks like up here, but you don't really like the stray hairs down here, just render it out, don't fuss over it too much, and just auto heal or clone those out and do the haircut in Photoshop. Remember, try to get out of 3D as quickly as possible, make your color adjustments and other things that you're bothered with in your compositing application, whether that's Photoshop or After Effects. Well, this has been Dan from MoGraphCandy.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.